GM. Today's lesson I want to talk about the pursuit of mastery and understanding the true amount of time it takes. You've probably heard of the 10,000 hour rule, which states that it takes 10,000 hours of deliberate practice at any skill or endeavor to truly master it. Of course, that's not true, because there's no defined do this for 10,000 hours and you'll definitely master it. Mastery itself is a very subjective term. What does mastery mean? I talked about this on previous lessons, where mastery is something that others say about you, right? That you don't say about yourself. But the idea of the 10,000 hours, it is very interesting, and it's a good analogy to use for how long it will truly take you to become the best that you can possibly be. And it doesn't mean you can't grow beyond that. But 10,000 hours, right, if you did 10,000 hours, if that was 8 hours a day, that would be about 4 years, 3.5 years. If you did 8 hours every single day, without fail, Monday to Sunday, every single day of the year, no days off, 365 days a year, 8 hours a day, that would be 3.5 years to get your 10,000 hours in. Now, think about it from the perspective of how you're trying to learn trading. You're probably learning part-time because you're working your job, you still have to bring money in, you still have to pay bills, pay rent, all that kind of stuff, and you're stacking cash. So you might do 1, 2, 3 hours a day. And so that would mean 7 years or even 8 years. So when you break it down like that, does it take a trader 7 or 8 years to become profitable? No, it doesn't. Right? Many traders can become profitable after a year, 2 years, whatever, consistently. So it doesn't take all those years, and it doesn't take that exact 10,000 hours for you to be able to make money in the markets. And then if you're saying, well, am I going to do 8 hours a day every day? Am I going to do an hour a day every day? Well, probably I'll do some now. I'll do 1 hour part-time now, but then in future I'll do more full-time once I have, more availability and I have my money saved up, and maybe I can quit my job and go full-time trading. The hours are not going to be evenly distributed. So what it really means is you should commit to a lifelong path towards mastery. And you should understand that because it's really an end point that can't be reached, you should be very much focused on just moving along it. So we're either moving back or we're moving forward. We don't sit still. If you're on this path towards mastery, you're spending every hour, and it's counting down the 10,000, right? Every time you spend an hour, you knock one off. So make sure that those hours are spent pushing you forward on the path, and that is the secret. Because there's no way you can shortcut it. You can't go backwards to the destination. You can only go forwards to the destination. There's no skipping, there's no jumping, there's no shortcut roads. And you don't need to do the 10,000 to become profitable. So therefore, as long as you're focused in the here and now on making yourself better, on improving, then you actually are getting to that path. You are on the path, you're going to get there, but you're never going to reach, there's not going to be a day where you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm a master now, I've mastered trading, or whatever skill it is. It'll happen to you by accident, you won't even know it, but you'll just be performing at such a high level, you'll think, is this it? Can I get any better? And the answer then is yes. So try not to focus too much on the outcome of all this. That's like my main problem with the whole 10,000 hour rule. It's like people look at that and they're immediately focused on the outcome. They're 10,000 hours, as if they can count it down and then when they reach it, that's it. No. Because it's 10,000 hours, because it will take years, because there's no actual defined end date, the only thing you can do is walk the path to mastery and stay on it, not deviate from it, not go backwards. And every day you get closer to it is a day that you do improve, is a day that you do build yourself and grow. And that's really what it's all about.